Well, hundreds of Malawians and Mozambicans living in South Africa say that they fled for their lives over the weekend as groups of xenophobic locals reportedly went door to door in Western Cape to personally deliver threats to foreigners. Weeks of
Not. As Africans, why would we be doing this to ourselves? The tension is now spreading, not only between Ghana and then South Africa. It's now Mozambique. According to reports, Mozambique government says 5 of its citizens have been unalive in South Africa.
Fellow Africans living in South Africa is not heaven on earth.
Every African country must boycott South African products. Mozambique, close that freaking border. Close that freaking border. Don't let any South African trucks enter Mozambique.
Day by day, the tension is increasing in South Africa. Now they've taken it out of, in fact, Durban to some other province in South Africa. And as I'm speaking to you right now, Mozambique government have started evacuating their own people, just like the way Ghana government is doing. 996 Mozambiques and 36 children are already on their way back home to Mozambique, just because some Mozambiques were unalived by the group of March on March protesters in South Africa. This is getting serious. So to all those that are saying Ghanaians are overreacting, these are the reason Ghana government decides to repatriate its people, because they don't want any Ghanaians to lose their lives in South Africa, and they are not ready to lose anyone. And that is the reason why they are making sure all Ghanaians return back home safely. Let's take a look at some of the videos. They'll be right back.
Well, hundreds of Malawians and Mozambicans living in South Africa say that they fled for their lives over the weekend as groups of xenophobic locals reportedly went door to door in Western Cape to personally deliver threats to foreigners. Weeks of protests across South Africa, initially targeting migrants in the country without the right paperwork. However, that has caught up migrants of all stripes. And police say that 2 Mozambicans were recently killed in demonstrations in the town of Mossel Bay. Faris Fortuné tells us more.
Carrying the few belongings they managed to save, displaced migrants make their way to temporary shelters. Many fled after violence erupted in the coastal town of Mossel Bay, where protests against undocumented foreign nationals escalated into attacks on migrant communities. Dozens of homes were destroyed, forcing families to seek refuge in community centers and mosques.
The people, they just asked away. They didn't ask us that we have a documents of not. Just asked away. So like a dogs. So that thing is unfair, because actually I'm a human being.
Mozambique says at least 5 of its citizens were killed in what it calls xenophobic attacks, while South African police have so far confirmed the deaths of 2 Mozambican nationals and say investigations are continuing. The unrest comes amid growing anti-migrant sentiment, with some groups demanding undocumented foreigners leave the country by the end of June. Many displaced people now say they would rather return home than remain and live in fear.
In the community, they were like Somalians, Malawians, Zimbabweans, Zambians, Congos. Yeah, so many of them fled. Others, they're still there living, but they are looking inside their houses.
A wave of anti-migrant demonstration in recent weeks has prompted concern from several African governments, including Nigeria and Malawi. Ghana organized emergency repatriation flights for its citizens and warned that authorities were not doing enough to curb the threat. South Africa.
Every African country must boycott South African products. Mozambique, close that freaking border. Close that freaking border. Don't let any South African trucks enter Mozambique. Don't let them use your ports. Close down that freaking border. They need to feel it economically. These same uneducated black South Africans who are crying that there's no opportunity, they really need to understand what no opportunity zone looks like. We need to shut down that freaking border.
Thank you for your love and support. I appreciate you all. This is a not. As Africans, why would we be doing this to ourselves? The tension is now spreading, not only between Ghana and then South Africa. It's now Mozambique. According to reports, Mozambique government says 5 of its citizens have been unalive in South Africa. They have been unalive. So for that matter, they are thinking of taking out their citizens, just like Ghana did. So Mozambique is to follow suit, because they said their citizens are no longer safe in South Africa. And the leaders and South Africans are claiming that they are only on the street shouting. But we have seen videos of what you are doing to your brothers and sisters. The government of Mozambique just confirmed that 5 of its citizens were unalive during a wave of anti-migrant violence over the weekend. The attack broke out in the coastal town of Mossel Bay, where angry crowd targeted foreign workers and burned down homes. Around 800 Mozambique citizens were caught up in the unrest. The situation is so dangerous that Maputo has officially stated a mass evacuation. 300 citizens have already fled back across the border on their own, and the government is now actively repatriating 500 more who are currently hiding in safe shelters. This is part of a bigger crisis. Other countries like Ghana and Nigeria have also started pulling their people out of South Africa due to the June 30th deadline set by the March and March people. Yet when you ask South Africans, they'll tell you that they are not doing anything to them. They are only making noise on the streets, nothing more. But how come we are losing lives? To the point that you even went and unalive a 19-year-old boy because you thought that the person is a foreigner. South Africa, what is it? What is it? We are not your problem. You should understand that we are not your problem. Like Julius Malema asked you, after Ghana went for their citizens, 300 citizens, how many jobs have you gone to occupy? How many of their houses that they rented have you gone to occupy? We are not your problem, South Africans. Things are becoming too much, and if care is not taken, you'll be isolated. We are not your problem. How many times? We understand the situation in which you find yourself. Yes, you are still with them. The things that they have done to you, what you are going through, we don't understand your situation. But that doesn't mean that you should voice your anger on your brothers and sisters, making your brothers and sisters be the problem of your problem. We are not your problem. Are we the ones who take decisions on your behalf? Cyril Ramaphosa controls everything. So if you are not having jobs to do, you don't have places to sleep, is it the blacks who are supposed to give you those things? Or you go to Cyril Ramaphosa, like Mbeke asks you to do. Let's see, if you are looking for people who are causing you pain, making you not to have something to do, then you should come to him, your former president, that he has the names of the people. Come to him and stop attacking foreigners, because foreigners will continue to come. We have been moving among ourselves. So you, the South Africans who have your brothers and sisters living in other African countries, must they also do that to you? Fixing your country doesn't mean that sack the foreigners, because they also contribute to your development.
Breaking news, Mozambique is saying that 5 of their people that were unalived in South Africa. Can you imagine this? All because they are African foreigners in South Africa. South Africans, they have gone to an extent of taking lives to make sure that all African foreigners, they leave their country. The South African government is yet to do anything. Where the people who are organizing the protests, the people who are telling other South Africans to go attacking the African foreigners in the country, they just go around free. So the only thing that South Africa government is doing is to warn the violence that is going on, stating that it doesn't represent all South Africans. But this is not true at all. Even kids, they have been involved. Students, they are going on the streets protesting, stating that they don't want any African foreigners. Kids, they don't want any students who are African foreigners in their schools. Mozambique citizens, they are very angry with this situation. They are even protesting. They want all the people who are involved to be arrested, but yet the South African government, they are not doing anything at all. It seems like the South African government, they are scared of all these people who are organizing the protests, all these people who are telling other people to go attacking the African foreigners. I don't know why the South African government is not acting on what is going on in South Africa.
I will keep saying it over and over again. South Africans are going overboard. Like, they are doing too much. They are actually doing too much. I could remember the time Ghana did Nigeria Must Go. They were specific that we don't want illegal immigrants in their country. We don't want illegal immigrants. Chase away illegal immigrants. But there are still some people, I wouldn't lie, there are still some people that we are saying all Nigerians must go. But they didn't take it violently. They didn't go to people's houses to, beat them up, to chase them away, going door to door to threaten them. They didn't do all of that. They only made a peaceful protest to their government. So the best thing South Africans can do, march to Pretoria, march there, march to Ramaphosa, and ask him to do the right thing. The immigrations, the police, to do the right thing, not beating up people, taking over their stores, unaliving people. Now you've unalived 5 Mozambicans. These are people's family, people's children. How do you want them to feel just because you are trying to chase away people from your country? That is not the right way to do it. That is not the right way to do it. And I can remember when Jacinta Ngubeze came out to make a statement that the March on March protest is not against people going about killing people. It's not for people to go about killing your fellow brothers and sisters. The March on March protest is to march and tell your government that chase away illegal immigrants. So why are you guys going about killing people? Why are you unaliving a lot of people, innocent people? This is bad. There will be a time South Africa will become isolated. Nobody will want to go there just because of the things that you guys are doing. The rate at which you guys are unaliving people for not just reasons is alarming. That is how some March on March protesters unalived a 19 years old South African boy thinking he was a foreigner. Please,